Do you ever feel the sting of isolation, as if each breath you take is burdened by the weight of unseen struggles? Welcome to Chapter, The Awakening Flame. In the quiet moments when shadows whisper secrets of past failures, we confront our deep-seated pain. It is in those moments of solitude, when the chill of despair threatens to freeze our inner light, that we must kindle a spark within ourselves. I understand the ache of being alone, the feeling when the world seems indifferent to your silent cries. Yet here lies the paradox. Only through embracing the raw wounds of our soul can we truly begin to heal. Like the ancient alchemists who transformed lead into gold, we too must transmute our suffering into the fuel for growth. Every moment of darkness holds the potential for renewal, a reminder that our struggles are not permanent, but catalysts for becoming something stronger. Have you ever paused to reflect on the idea that pain is not a sign of defeat, but a call to self-discovery? In our journey, we must face the uncomfortable truths of our existence, the harsh reality of life's unpredictability, where nothing is guaranteed, forces us to confront our vulnerabilities head-on. Just as the relentless wind shapes the rugged cliffs, our hardships sculpt our character. The solitude you feel is not an end, but a beginning, a space to rebuild, to listen to the wisdom within. Psychologists have long noted that periods of isolation often serve as the crucible for significant personal transformation, urging us to reframe our inner dialogue. Embracing these challenges with a stoic resolve enables us to rise beyond the pain. Understand that every hardship endured is a step toward rediscovering your true self, a self that is resilient, capable, and profoundly alive. Remember the Yasu, flame of self-awareness grows brightest in the dark, illuminating a path toward renewal and strength. Do you ever wonder if the challenges you face are not obstacles, but rather the forge that shapes your inner strength? The crucible of self-reflection. In the midst of life's relentless storm, we find ourselves standing on a barren field, stripped of pretense, facing the undeniable truths of our existence. The raw, unfiltered experience of failure and despair often hits hardest when we least expect it. Yet it is in these very moments that we are given the rare opportunity to question who we truly are. In the quiet solitude of reflection, our thoughts can become our fiercest adversaries, challenging our beliefs, our sense of purpose, and our very resilience. Modern psychology has noted that introspection, although uncomfortable, is pivotal in redefining our paths, a notion supported by studies such as those by Dr. Carol Dweck on growth mindset, emphasizing that our abilities are not fixed, but are constantly evolving with our experiences. Have you considered that each setback, no matter how severe, might be the necessary catalyst for your metamorphosis? In this crucible, the bitterness of regret and disappointment is tempered by the fire of self-awareness. Much like a blacksmith, who hammers out imperfections to reveal a sharper, more resilient blade, you too are being refined by life's harsh lessons. Each painful moment is an invitation to rebuild and to transform your inner landscape. Embrace this period of reflection as a critical step toward reclaiming your power. Understand that while the journey may be littered with scars, they are not marks of defeat, but emblems of your endurance. Every heartbeat in the solitude of your introspection is a reminder of the strength you harbor within, waiting to rise against the odds. Remember, through honest self-reflection, you unearth the treasures hidden beneath your struggles, paving the way for a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. Do you ever feel like the echoes of your past mistakes bind you, weighing you down as you struggle to climb out of the abyss? The ascent of resilience. In the journey upward, where each step is both a challenge and a triumph, we find that true strength emerges from the willingness to rise after every fall. The sting of past failures might leave scars, yet these marks are not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your perseverance. Much like a mountain climber scaling a rugged peak, every grip and foothold you secure is a victory over the terrain of despair. Here, in the crucible of your own experience, the process of healing begins, with a simple yet profound act, standing up again. Psychological studies have shown that overcoming adversity often leads to increased resilience, a concept explored by researchers like Dr. Anne Maston, who describes it as ordinary magic, the inherent ability to recover and grow from life's trials. Have you ever paused to see that each setback is not the end, but rather a moment inviting you to rebuild your inner fortress? In this phase of your journey, the heavy chains of regret are slowly unfastened with every brave act of self-forgiveness and acceptance. Embrace the notion that strength is born not from a life free of pain, but from the persistent spirit that refuses to yield. As you take deliberate steps forward, each stride becomes a symbol of transformation, echoing the wisdom of Stoicism. Accept what is, and work with what you have. This path of resilience is not about denying the pain or pretending it does not exist. It is about meeting your suffering head-on, extracting lessons from every hardship, and converting them into a force that propels you toward a higher purpose. Remember, your ascent is both your battle and your victory, a journey marked by the courage to continue despite the odds. Do you ever wonder if opening your heart to another can mend the deep-seated wounds of isolation that keep you chained to the past? The bond of connection. In the tapestry of life, no one is meant to journey alone. When we dare to share our vulnerabilities, we invite healing and growth not only within ourselves, but also into our relationships. The crushing loneliness that often feels like a heavy shroud can be lifted when you reach out to others who have faced similar storms. Psychological research, such as studies on social support by Dr. Sheldon Cohen, shows that strong, empathetic relationships can significantly bolster our ability to cope with stress. This is the quiet power of connection, where shared pain is met with shared understanding, and a genuine bond is forged. Have you ever felt that in the gentle exchange of your truths? There lies a transformative strength that softens even the harshest of realities. In this chapter, the focus shifts from solitary struggle to collective resilience. Like a garden that thrives on the mutual support of its diverse plants, we too flourish when we nurture our relationships. The harsh edges of despair begin to smooth out in the warmth of a kind word or a simple gesture. Let your experiences not be a source of shame, but a bridge to others who might be lost in similar darkness. Embrace empathy as both a shield and a guide, for it is in acknowledging our shared human condition that we find the courage to extend a helping hand. Remember, vulnerability is not weakness, but the cornerstone of authentic connection, inviting us to learn, grow, and ultimately heal together. By opening your heart and reaching out, you not only mend your own spirit, but also create a ripple of hope that can transform the world around you. Do you ever question if your every breath carries the promise of a new beginning, a silent pact with the universe that whispers of rebirth? The legacy of renewal. In this final passage of our journey, the focus shifts from the intensity of individual pain and connection to the broader horizon of purpose and lasting impact. The stark reality of suffering can often feel like an inescapable cycle, yet every moment lived, every scar earned, is a step toward crafting a narrative that transcends the ordinary. Have you ever felt that even in the darkest valleys, a seed of hope lies dormant, waiting for your courage to bring it to life? In the quiet solitude of your reflections, allow yourself to recognize that renewal is not just about surviving, but about thriving, transforming every trial into a chapter of wisdom, every setback into a lesson that lights the way for others. Think of the river, ceaselessly carving its path through stone. Its persistence is not fueled by the absence of obstacles, but by its determination to create beauty out of resistance. Studies in positive psychology, like those by Dr. Martin Seligman, have shown that finding meaning in hardship can be a powerful catalyst for long-term well-being, though this understanding may stir discomfort as it challenges us to embrace every facet of our lived experience. Have you ever understood that your legacy is woven from the moments when you chose to rise, to transform the bitterness of loss into the sweetness of growth? Embrace your role as a catalyst of change, not just for yourself, but for all who cross your path. Your every breath, every deliberate choice, adds a verse to the endless poem of life. With each act of courage, you pave the way for a future defined by resilience, empathy, and an unyielding spirit. Remember, renewal is both a destination and a journey, an invitation to leave a mark that speaks not only of survival, but of an inspiring, ever-evolving testament to life itself.